going on, people? How's everybody doing on this Friday? This lovely snowy Friday in April. Yeah, by the way, it's snowing in April, and I don't know if we really want that to happen, but anyways, we're gonna get to some business here. I'm going to do for you guys today a 2020 NFL mock draft. Mock drafts are a little bit funny. They never really truly happen. You know what I mean? You get a couple picks right, and then from there, whatever, man. Like I told a couple other people, man, I might as well just start throwing darts on a dartboard with names on it, right? But I like doing it. It's fun. It's good to do. And I'm going to do one for you guys, but no trades. 32 team first round, no trades involved, straight up. That's it. Okay. So here it goes, man. For the first pick in the 2020 NFL season, Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock for the first pick, and they're going to take Joe Burrow. Kid is the real deal. He's a better prospect than Andrew Luck coming out. It's a no-brainer for the Bengals. You know what I mean? It's just a no-brainer. The kid is so calm, cool, and selective. He's got a swagger to him. It's borderline cocky. He's a stud all the way around, man. The kid had over 60 plus total touchdowns. It's nuts. He had a nutty season. He's the consensus number one overall pick. It's not even close. Dalton was there for a little bit. He did his thing. You know, got hurt. Had a couple good seasons, played like shit, a couple more. Burrow's the way to go. He's a Cincinnati. He's an Ohio kid, so he's home. It's a solid pick for those guys, man. Burrow's the real deal. I love that kid. Okay, now we're gonna move on with the second pick. The Redskins. They could do a number of things too, but they just got a new head coach. They brought in Ron Rivera over there. He used to coach for the Panthers. And rumor around Washington is that he's not in love with Dwayne Haskins, who they took the year prior as their quarterback. And so I don't really know what they're going to do, but this is what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to take Tua. I think they're going to go after Tua Tango Viola. Still having trouble saying that name. And they're going to hope for the best. They brought over Kyle Allen, who used to play under Rivera, so they brought him to back up Haskins for now. And I really think they're going to bring in Tua, and they're going to try to trade Dwayne Haskins. This is not because I think Tua's I think he's a good quarterback. Like I said before in my prior video, I think he's a great quarterback. I just don't trust him to stay healthy at all. But I think the organization in Washington is going to want to try and get that franchise guy. And I think Rivera is going to want a quarterback like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, but that's my pick for the second round. They're taking Tua, the Washington Redskins. Now here we go to the third overall pick, and we know who this is going to be. We know who this is, right? It's the Detroit Football Lions. Now, this is who I think they're taking, right? I think they're going to go after Chase Young, the defensive end from Ohio State. The kid is elite. He fits any scheme you can put him in. He's 6'5", 265 pounds. Capable of putting more weight on. He's an absolute baller. Got a nonstop motor. You know, people like shredding this guy for some reason lately because he had a few bad games. Meanwhile, a few bad games is what? Because he didn't have sacks? Give me a break, man. This kid creates pressure. Offenses have to know where he is all times. He wreaks havoc. There's a quarterback always looking for him. You have to know where he is at all times. This kid's an elite talent, generational talent that is going to be next level. He's going to be. The kid's a stud. So I got the Lions taking Chase Young at 3. I'm praying, God, they could go many ways here though. Detroit, man, they could trade out of this because there's teams. There's apparently 4, 5, 6 teams, whatever, trying to talk to them right now to get up there. Because I think people either want Tua or they want that Justin Herbert kid, the quarterback from Oregon, and it's going to be really interesting, man. But the Lions can go different ways, man. They can go corner, they can go linebacker, they could trade out, they could take Young. Who knows what they're going to do, okay? But I got them taking Chase Young. Okay, for my 4th pick, the New York Giants, I got them taking Isaiah Simmons, the linebacker out of Clemson. Now, this guy's special. He's a special talent. He can play 4 different positions on the defense. He can rush the passer as a D lineman, as a linebacker. He can play middle linebacker. He'll play his safety. He can play some slot corner. He's special. Okay, I think he's going to, in the NFL, I think he's going to stick as a linebacker. Not really too sure if it's going to be inside or outside, but I have a good feeling it's just going to be linebacker in the NFL with capabilities of playing other areas on the field. You know what I mean? The guy won the Buckus Award winner last year in college. That's the best linebacker in the draft. That's the best linebacker in college, sorry. And I think he's going to stick as a linebacker. He's special. He does everything well. Everything. He's big. He runs fast. He's not afraid to get his nose dirty. He's got a little bit of attitude. So he's my pick at 4 for the Giants, Isaiah Simmons, and it's a really good pick for them. But they could trade out of there too, man, because who knows what they're going to do, man. Who knows what they're going to do? Because Gettleman, apparently the GM over there, he wants to trade, but he hasn't traded in like 15 years. So who knows? He hasn't traded out of the first round. Like I think I saw a stat the other day. It was like 13, 15 years or whatever it is. I think he's going to stay put anyways. You know what I mean? And meanwhile, this is just a no trade draft anyways. So that's the 4th pick. Okay, I got my notes here. Now for the 5th pick. Now the Dolphins. Now the Dolphins. There's another one that could change. They're trying to trade up. They're trying to trade out. They need all kinds of help. They can go quarterback or offensive tackle here. I got him taking Jedrick Wills, the offensive tackle from Alabama. Now this guy will start right away, and he has an incredible high ceiling, and he's gigantic. He's 6'5", 320 plus. He's going to protect whoever the next quarterback is. He's going to protect Fitzpatrick for now. But he's the real deal. He's the best old lineman in the draft, in my opinion, and he's going to be a really nice player for them for years to come for the Dolphins. Okay, now I got the Chargers up at number 6. They're going to go Justin Herbert, quarterback out of Oregon. Now this kid's got huge upside, big arm, big kid, uses his legs well. Got a little bit of accuracy issues, but he had a really good what's it called? He had a solid combine. And he played well at the bowl game that they played in, the Senior Bowl game. He just looked good. He just looked good the past couple months. And they got Tyrod Taylor as their quarterback over there right now. And Tyrod's been okay his career, but he's not a starter, man. You know what I mean? Herbert could go there. He'll probably sit, or he'll win the job. Who knows? But I think the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to go with the big boy at 6. He's 6'6", 240 pounds too, man, and he can run, man. He reminds me a little bit of Cam. You know what I mean? Reminds me a little bit of Cam and a Josh Allen feel. You know what I mean? So and teams love that. The teams love size. They just love size. It's the way it's always been in the NFL. So I got Herbert going at number 6. All right, then number 7. With the Carolina Panthers, I got them taking Jeff Okudah. Now, this kid is the cornerback out of OSU, Ohio State. So, great size, 6'1", 200 pounds, long, lean, lanky, shutdown corner. There's things about that kid that just jump off the page, man. The kid didn't even give up one penalty last year. That's pass interference, holding. That's insane for a cornerback. You don't hear that kind of stuff, man. You don't hear that kind of stuff. This kid's the real deal. You know what I mean? And he's go. He'll be going to the NFC South. That are loaded with wide receivers in that whole division. So it's a really good pick for the Panthers, man. So I got Jeff Okudah going number 7. So number 8, Arizona Cardinals are on the clock, and they're going to be taking Andrew Thomas, the offensive tackle out of Georgia. Now this kid has got good upside, and you got to protect your investment, man. They just went out and picked up. They just went out and drafted Kyler Murray last year, smaller quarterback who likes to run. So they got to get a guy that's going to protect him, man. And he's big too. He's 6'5", 320. So that's a really good investment for the Cardinals, man. He's one of the best old offensive tackles in the draft, and it's a solid pick for the Cardinals. Okay. So number nine for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This was getting tough too. This is a tough pick too, man. I got them picking Jerry Jeudy, the wide receiver out of Alabama. Best receiver in the draft, I think, hands down. And the Jags need to surround themselves with weapons around Minshew, their new quarterback. I don't think Minshew's the real answer there. So they could possibly go quarterback here too. You never know, but I still got them taking the wide receiver. But they need to surround themselves with weapons for Minshew there. They got DJ Chark, and then after that, you got there's guys in there that you just can't really trust, man. DJ Chark just kind of came on last year too. And so Jeudy could come in, man. He could become that number 1B. So they'd have 2 real good guys out there from the start for Minshew. So that's the pick there, the wide receiver out of Alabama, Jeudy. Okay, number 10, I got the Cleveland Browns, man. I got Tristan Wirfs, the offensive tackle from Iowa. Another big boy, 6'5", 320. He can play inside or outside, but he'll start day one. It's a good pick, man. Again, you got to protect your investment. They drafted Baker Mayfield a couple years ago, quarterback, smaller quarterback. You got to protect him. So this kid will do that job for Baker. So it's a solid pick for the Browns, I think. On to the 11th overall pick, the Jets, the New York Jets. They're going to take C.D. Lamb, the wide receiver out of Oklahoma. Now, Sam Darnold, the quarterback there, he needs to surround himself with guys too. You go look at that roster in New York at the wide receiver position, it's terrible. It's absolutely horrific, man. Their best player probably there is Jamison Crowder. That guy's a number 2B, number 3 wide receiver in the league. So CeeDee Lamb, man, the guy touches the ball. He's a monster, man. His yak is out of this world. He does everything well. He's a big kid too. You know what I mean? 6'3", 200 pounds. So, but with the ball, he's incredible with the ball in his hands. So, man, that's a really good pick for the Jets. They could go a different couple ways too, but I see them really picking the wide receiver there because Robbie Anderson left too. I think he bolted to Carolina, so they don't have any weapons really in New York. So that's an actual real solid pick for the Jets. Okay, number 12, the Raiders. I got another big boy. Now this kid's an absolute monster. This is Mekhi Becton, the offensive tackle from Louisville. Now he's a little bit unfinished, but he's humongous, man. He's 6'7", 350 plus, and he's super athletic for a tackle. Like he runs extremely well. He's a combine killer. He killed it at the combine. Did really well there and shot up draft boards. And I think they need to protect Carr if they think he's the guy there. And they could go a couple different ways too, though, man. They could take a wide receiver possibly. So who knows? But I got him taking the offensive tackle from Louisville, Becton. He's going to be a good fit there. Okay? On to the 13th pick. 13th pick with the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. I got them going defense again. I got them taking Christian Fulton, the cornerback out of LSU. Big boy, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Another big corner. Lockdown corner, future number one. I think the Richard Sherman over there is extremely overrated, and he's getting older. And I think Fulton comes in and he becomes that 1B right away, then eventually takes over. Um, he just adds to another. He just adds to that stout defense that they have over there in San Francisco. It's just they love drafting defense, and it'll be a really good pick for them. It'll be a really good pick for them because this kid's got some playmaking ability, lockdown, solid, good player. I got the 14th pick overall. I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking the cornerback out of Florida, C.J. Henderson. It's kind of like Carolina's situation a little bit, man. It's the NFC South there, right? They got ballers in there, so they could go defensive tackle as well, man. But I think this is a really good pick for the Buccaneers. There's even pundits, experts saying that apparently that this kid's a better cover corner than Okudah. He's not a better all-around corner, but apparently he's a shut-down corner. One-on-one, he's phenomenal. So he does a lot of things that are good, and that's a good pick for the Buccaneers at 14. On to the 15th pick, I got the Denver Broncos taking Henry Ruggs, wide receiver out of Alabama. Now this guy was another combine killer. Fastest kid in the draft probably. I think he ran a 4.25. Or correct me if I'm wrong on that, man, but he's an absolute speed demon that can stretch the field, and then he can complement Cortland Sutton, who's their number one, and then Ruggs can come in and be that number two or that 1B. And Drew Lock, the quarterback there. Drew Lock, he's smiling over this pick, 100%. You know what I mean? People even say that this Ruggs kid could be even better than Judy. I don't see it. I don't think he is. I just think he got the best wheels. He's fast as hell. But, other than that, you know what I mean? He's just a great all-around wide receiver, though, man. He's good. It's going to be a really good pick for the Broncos. A little bit on the small side, but that's okay. He's a speed demon, so you know what I mean. Okay, this goes on to the 16th pick, the Atlanta Falcons. I can't believe this kid fell this far. Probably won't happen, but I got Derek Brown, the defensive tackle out of Auburn, going here. He's a solid presence in that middle. Not the best pass rusher, but just the better all-around defensive tackle. I think he's one of the best defensive tackles in the draft, probably the best DT in the draft, in my opinion. He's a big kid, 6'5", 320. You know what I mean? Plays the run extremely well. Some say that he lacks a little bit of desire to play football, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. I guess he had a couple of interviews where he needed to be pushed a little bit more than normal, and apparently the rumor out there is that he's not a big practice guy and all that. And when it comes to game time, come on, just turn him loose. You know what I mean? So I got the Falcons taking Derek Brown at 16. I think it's a great pick for them. It's an absolute steal, I think, at 16. Then I got the Cowboys. Boo Cowboys. They just lost Byron Jones to Miami, their corner there. So I think they're taking Trevon Diggs, the cornerback out of Alabama. It's good value pick for them at 17. You know what I mean? He's a solid guy, solid pick. So I got the Cowboys taking him. 18, we're back to the Dolphins again. Now, the Dolphins, man, who knows what they're going to do still. You know what I mean? They might lose a couple of these picks because if they would really want to trade up and get a quarterback, they're going to have to lose a lot of draft capital. But I got them here taking Grant Delpit, the safety out of LSU. Real good safety. Could be a long-term solution. He's big. He's really big. He's 6'3", 200 plus. Hits like a truck. He's just a good all-around safety, man, for the Dolphins, man. I think it's a really solid pick for them at 18. I got back to the Raiders at 19. Now, who knows what the Raiders are going to do again here. They got multiple picks in the first. I got them taking A.J. Terrell, the cornerback out of Clemson. They went pretty heavy on defense during free agency, but I still think corner is up in the air for them. Um, they got another corner from Clemson on that roster. I just can't remember his name right now, but that'll be if they take AJ Terrell, that'll be two corners from Clemson right there. So man, there might be some chemistry there. So I think it's a good pick for the Raiders, man, and it's a really really good corner, man. Then we're back up to 20. We're at 20 now. We're at 20. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. I got them taking Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle from South Carolina. Here's another guy that I don't think will fall this far, but it's just the way it happened. Rebuilding that defense with this kid is a really nice move. I love this kid a lot. I almost had Kinlaw going 9 to Jacksonville. So he fell this far. It probably won't happen. But if it does happen for the Jaguars, they got themselves a baller. He's a big kid too, man. 6'6", 310 plus pounds. Does everything well. Gets to the quarterback. Stops the run. Good leader. Everything about this kid screams success. I love this kid. Okay? That brings us to the Philadelphia Eagles at 21. I think they desperately need some wide receiver help, so I got them taking Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver out of LSU. This kid's big, fast, runs phenomenal routes, and has great hands. So that's going to really help Carson Wentz, and they need another guy. Deshaun Jackson's 117 years old. Who else they got over there, man? They just, you know what I mean? They need some help. They need a lot of help in that wide receiver department, and I think Wentz will be smiling that day too. The 22, the Minnesota Vikings. They could be looking for a wide receiver here too. So, but right now, since a couple of them are off the board, I think they're going to take the next best player available, and I think it's going to be Kenneth Murray, the linebacker out of Oklahoma. Now, some say that this guy is a better linebacker than Simmons, best pure linebacker coming out, because Simmons is more of a jack of all trades. He just does everything, right? He does everything well. But this kid right here, this Murray kid, is just a pure linebacker, and he's not afraid to get his nose dirty. He's a stud. He's a hell of a linebacker. Him falling to the Vikings, which I don't like because I'm a Lions fan, I'd be kind of upset, man, because this kid's a real good linebacker, man. Real good linebacker. That also brings us to the 23rd pick. I don't know, the New England Patriots. I got them taking Josh Jones, the offensive tackle out of Houston. Now this guy's got a great length and a big upside, a little bit raw, but he's huge. He's humongous. He's 6'7", 310 plus pounds. Probably going to put on another 15, 20 pounds, whatever. Probably go up to about 330 or whatever he is, man. But he's a really good pick for the Patriots. Now everyone thinks the Patriots are going to take a quarterback here. You know what I mean? Like they might think that Jordan Love or something like that right here. I think Bill Belichick's going to just be Bill Belichick. He's not going to tell anybody what he's doing, obviously, and he's going to pick a Bill pick, and I think it's going to be the tackle from Houston there. I think it's going to be Josh Jones. It's a good pick for them. Then we got the Saints coming up next, the 24th overall pick. New Orleans Saints take A.J. Epineza, the defensive end from Iowa. There's another guy that's a big need for them. It's a real big need. They're looking for a pass rusher over there in New Orleans. And this is a big kid, 6'5", 275 plus. He was a sack machine at Iowa. I think he ended up getting I want to say he ended up getting over 25, 26 sacks his whole career at Iowa. It might even be more. You know what I mean? But I think he had double digits. I know back-to-back, 15 or something like that, 14 last year, 10, 11, 12 the year before. He's a stud, man. He's a big kid too. He's got a good motor, got a couple decent moves. He'll be a real nice fit there in New Orleans. Then we're back to the Vikings again at 25. And now this is where they get their wide receiver. This is where I think they're going to take Jalen Reagor, the wide receiver out of TCU, out of Texas Christian. They just lost Diggs. So this is a nice start for somebody who needs to work with Adam Thielen. Thielen's 30 years old, so they need to start looking to the future too. Minnesota at the wide receiver spot, and is a really good value pick for them. This kid's a good pick. This kid's really good, man. A little bit on the small side, 5'11", but he can move. So I think it's another good pick for the Vikings. We're back to the Dolphins, man. Dolphins are 3 first rounders in the first 3 first round picks. That's absolutely ridiculous, man. This is what the Dolphins do, man. They're going heavy D, man. They're going heavy D. I think in this one they're going Raekwon Davis, the defensive tackle out of Alabama here. This kid fits the hybrid scheme that they're playing over there. He pairs up with Christian Wilkins, another DT they took last year or 2 years ago. But it's really 6'7", 310 pounds. You know, they could go running back here too, though. Don't be fooled, man. Don't be fooled. They could go running back here. Maybe a DeAndre Swift or a Jonathan Taylor. I still think I still think they're trying to build up that defense over there. I think this is the pick there. Raekwon Davis, the defensive tackle out of Alabama. Now the 27th pick. Seattle Seahawks are on the board. They're taking Levon Chason, the defensive end from LSU. Another big up. This kid's got a huge upside. The Seahawks, they need an edge player. He's 6'4", 250 plus, so he can play. He'll probably stand up quite a bit. He can put his hand in the dirt every now and then, but he can get to the quarterback. I think they're going to lose Jadeveon Clowney. Who knows, though? It kind of seems like in the favor that he might be coming back because no teams have bid on him. You know, he wanted all kinds of money. He wanted $20+ million. Then he apparently took his pay cut down. He told everybody he wanted only like 16, 17 now. Teams still haven't signed him. So he could maybe be in favor of going back to Seattle. But as of right now, he's a free agent and he's not doing nothing. So that's why I got Levon Chason going to the Seahawks at 27. I think it's a good pick for them. Then I got the Ravens coming up, the 28th, man. 28th overall pick. And the Baltimore Ravens select Patrick Queen, linebacker, LSU. Back-to-back LSU guys going right there with Chason and Queen. I think this kid's got all kinds of swagger and attitude. He's a beast, man. He's 6'2", 230. He's like a little bit small for a linebacker, man, but he flies to the football. He's aggressive. He's loud. He's what Baltimore looks for in a defensive player or just any type of player that they look for. He's a good fit over there in Baltimore. I really like this kid. I really like this kid a lot, man, at 28. So it's a really solid pick there. They could go running back here. Ingram's getting a bit old. But I still think they're going to go linebacker, build that D. They just love building defense there, man. They do it the right way, right? All right, now I got the 29th overall pick, the Tennessee Titans. They're going to take Julian Okwara, the defensive end out of Notre Dame. Okay, now this is another guy that's 6'4", 250 plus. So he could play some stand-up. He could play with his hand in the dirt. But he's coming off that edge tough. And Mike Vrabel just loves these type of guys. He should excel in that defense. You know what I mean? It's a really good value pick at 29 for the Titans. So then I got the 30th pick overall coming up, and it's the Green Bay Packers. One of those, right? I got them taking T. Higgins, the wide receiver out of Clemson. Big kid, 6'3", 220. Does everything well. He's a good route runner, solid hands. He does some good things. They need to get help for Aaron Rodgers on that offense. Besides, they got good running backs. Their tight ends are You know what I mean? They got one phenomenal wide receiver in Devontae Adams. Picking up a guy like T. Higgins from Clemson is just nothing but solid. It's nothing but solid. It does wonders for that offense, and it helps out Devontae Adams and Rodgers, right? So they could go quarterback too. They could pick a quarterback because I don't know how much longer Aaron Rodgers is playing. For real, I just don't really know. If Jordan Love is there, they can maybe do that too. A couple other guys they could trade up for to get, like, who knows? But I'm taking the wide receiver for them at 30, T. Higgins. Now we're up to the 31st pick in the draft. The San Francisco 49ers are back on the clock, and they're taking Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma. A little bit on the smaller side, but he's 6'2", 300 pounds. But he's got crazy get off. The guy creates immense pressure. He beats guards at ease, beats centers. He's just really good. He works well. He has a couple different plethora. He has a plethora of moves actually, and he's a really good pick for the 49ers at 31. And the 49ers do it again. They pick the D lineman in the first round, which they love to do. They love to pick defense in the first round, and they love D linemen. And this kid adds to another stout defense over there. That defense is ridiculous. He's playing with Bosa, you know what I mean? But they lost a couple guys. They lost DeForest Buckner, and they lost another guy too. I can't remember his name. Sheldon Day. Something like that. They lost him to free agency. And so this is a really good value pick. This is a good pick for them. There we go. Then we got the 32nd pick coming up, and it's the Super Bowl champions, and it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I got them taking Yetur Gross Matos. Now, I don't know if I'm even saying his name wrong, but he's the defensive end out of Penn State. And it's a need pick, man, because let's be honest, they can put in your mailman in and out on offense, and Mahomes will turn him into a superstar. So it doesn't even matter what they do on offense. And if this team, if they actually go offense and take like a DeAndre Swift or who fits that offense to a T, by the way, I can see them doing that. I can see them taking DeAndre Swift. I just have them going to more need defensive end. He's 6'5", 266 pounds. So, he's going to get the job done. He's a big kid, good motor. So it's a really solid pick, but don't be fooled, man. If they go offense and they go running back, oh my God, place your bets, man. Place your bets on who's going to win the Super Bowl next year. Because I'm telling you right now, DeAndre Swift, I don't know. They're favorite anyways, right? Because they're just, Mahomes is special. He's God. So, but that's my picks, guys. That's my all 32 teams. No trades, straight up. If you want to recap it. Give me your feedback on all my picks. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me I did well. Say what you want to say to me, man. It's all good. I'll take it. And I enjoy the criticism. I enjoy all the support I'm getting so far. It's been awesome. You guys have been great, man. I came up with a name for my friend came up with a name for my little show here. I'm going to call it Orem's Forum. Thank you to Mike Gray. Thank you guys for voting on it. I really appreciate it, man. This is fun for me. I enjoy doing this. Not sure what my next topic's going to be. But feel free to ask me anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be sports related. Just ask me stuff. Throw stuff on my wall. I'll get to it. I promise. You know what I mean?